me on all the things. Also, I have something. I gotta get a little something to somebody, and then I got a little something for y'all coming up real soon. So be ready for it. You know, because I'm such a fucking liar. And all.
You haven't told me. What?
It's a surprise. It's just a little special surprise for my girlies.
Surprise me too? For me?
I am.
Stop.
Santos' card would decline if he actually owned a card. Oh no. He would have to ask his mom first. Okay,
I was gonna say he's gonna ask his mom to transfer.
Not Bree's downfall saying that. That is priceless. Why the name change? That's such a fucking dumb name. Why would you do that in the middle of... Oh, wait. You know what? Is it because Wild Child... She's not a Wild Child anymore? She's grown up? Boy ain't got a bank account. Stop it. He's getting paid under the table, y'all, because he doesn't want to have to pay his child support. Duh. He learned that shit from my dad, the #1 deadbeat dad. They've been hanging out, I think.
Can I be like super traumatic and kind of
sure?
like,
Let's
touchy?
Unload trauma real quick. Everybody unload your trauma.
No, I was gonna say I can't relate because my dad
loved me. Oh fuck! I'm like, yeah. Let's unload bad dad.
I had a
trauma.
2K dad. I can't relate.
My dad said "fuck those kids" in court when the judge told him that he needed to take AA. He needed to go to AA. Man. Dang man, you lucky bitch.
I'm sorry, man. He was a good...
Oh, you guys aren't ready. Yeah, everybody keeps telling me Dusty's streaming me. Hi, Dusty.
Hey, Destiny.
Here's a truce.
The lashes do look good. I will compliment those. You do look good in the lashes.
I can't lie. I was impressed with the lash work.
They
definitely
look good
better
on
than
you.
Bree's. I'm waving the white flag, Destiny. I'm waving it, okay? I'm waving the white flag.
Is that the peace flag?
This is the peace flag. I'm waving it. This is a truce.
That. Can we get Can we get sound effects in the chat for that? That's
awesome.
A
truce. This is a truce, y'all. Me and Crunchwrap are friends now. It's me and Crunchwrap. Me. No, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
She's streaming one. She screen recorded.
That's okay.
The papers are literally just... I mean, I don't care.
Get in your bag.
She's like, she's being paid. She said that it was confirmed I'm being paid by Jordan. And like I said, if anybody's been scammed, I have been scammed because I have received no payments and I am suing immediately.
Santos messaged me, said, "Hey fam, pay my clippers a lot."
None of these motherfuckers are paying us.
Cool.
This is bullshit. Dusty, can you confirm... Can't be paid by a decliner. Dusty, can you confirm, were you ever paid by Bree? She was looking for a certain thing you said. Clip it. Send it. Should I put it on sub only just to be a bitch?
Does that mean I'll get booted?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, let me subscribe real quick.
No, everybody, no! All the non-subs, no!
Oh my gosh, right, I'm like, let me subscribe real quick, hold up.
I'm poor right now. Okay.
You gonna make me have to gift all these motherfuckers a sub.
She's probably trying to watch the stream of me and Shelby.
I told her, please get a blonde, like, do me. Like, it was fun.
Declined.
It's funny.
Well, y'all know I love people whose cards decline, so I'm a D-writer for that.
Fofui.
I'll unfollow, dang it. Goddamn flamming Tanya! Don't threaten me!
Tanya!
Wait,
get
someone's going to clip
back
that.
in this room, Tanya.
I hope they do clip it all.
Hold on.
Yeah, Jordan, start dropping some gifted subscriptions in here, at least. Fuck.
Fofui.
It's fofui.
Fofui.
Pay up. Oh my god, not
oh my god!
No! They sent it to him.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude.
God damn it. Now they're really gonna always say, they're gonna say Jordan subscribe to Kayl1e. Oh fuck.
He said, yeah, hook me up. No. Oh my god.
Oh fuck. I can't.
Oh, did you see what he
now
said?
You're deaf on payroll. What?
He said, like I said, all proceeds are going to Matt Lego's fund me. Matt Lee's
Matt's got hella Legos. Hella Legos. Honestly, sick, bro.
Y'all, if I put the mic next to my husband right now, you would hear him snoring.
He's snoring?
It's so funny. Like a fucking freight train, bitch.
Jordan, I think you could listen. Never mind. I changed my mind. I was gonna say maybe you could change start donating to people. Change that image up, buddy. They're gonna clip that and they're gonna be like, she called Jordan buddy. P.I., you're so right. Kelly, what a queen.
Whatever y'all say, I'm running with.
We need a decline sound effect. Well, I got. Ooh.
Ooh.
How about no?
I'll get a declined. We need like when you take your card out of the thing too fast and it starts beeping at you. That's what we need. That's a good one. No more. We love TikTok Shop. I'm single mom, Jordan, Cash App, Venmo, whatever. EBT, we take it all.
Single mom who works 2 jobs.
Apparently, Dusty is live with someone that's texting Santos. How much you want to bet that those texts are threatening? Hold on, let me swipe my cards for you. All right, y'all, let's get back into this because it is, oh my God, I got to get up in the morning. So that's what I'm telling you. My sense is if you post anything publicly, the other side, wait, we did that. Ms. Budnick, and just so the court is aware, I do have a trial readiness conference in the morning on August 22nd, but I can be available at 1:30 on that date. Yeah, and that's usually my domestic violence restraining order calendar, so I have an evidentiary hearing, but I do not believe it's a domestic violence evidentiary hearing. So I think it's a post-judgment custody and visitation, so your matter takes precedence over that matter. So, and that's in the afternoon. So let's do this. Can we do, okay, they're just planning the day, y'all. We don't need all this. What we need is, this is them just planning the days that it is. Okay. All right. We're back on the record. We're going to set this for July 24th at 8:30 in the morning for trial setting conference. So here's what I want. I want the parties to brief the various First Amendment issues just in terms of what each one of you thinks are appropriate, the legally permissible parameters of any kind of order regarding social media postings, comments, etc. And also, I think you obviously want to address what kind of, my sense is you will both meet and confer prior to that date regarding the various evidence you seek to introduce. And what you can resolve is great. And then what you can't resolve, my sense is the court will also make evidentiary rulings on that date. So I'm going to order the parties meet and confer regarding evidence and evidentiary objections, as well as the scope of the trial and the order prior to July 24th, and we'll go from there. Okay, they're just planning dates again. Basically, everything has to be resolved and filed by the 18th. So be looking for the 18th to be when they file all of their stuff. Oh my God, everybody's requesting me. That's not happening. I don't know. Why do y'all think that that's going to happen? That's really odd to me.
I am her only fucking friend.
That's
right
my
now.
only friend. Who, me, Missy? All right, we're back on the record. Let's get to custody visitation until August. There was a representation that the court ordered the supervised visitation to occur at a professional supervision center. I checked the box. I did not intend to imply that the visitation with Baby W had to occur at a professional center. I intended for the visitation to occur with a professional monitor. I believe Ms. Phoenix made multiple efforts to try and find professional monitors in Texas who were retired, who were off-duty law enforcement. To me, that makes much sense. That's the whole concern. I think the concern is that Miss Olson I'm not saying I agree and I'm not saying I disagree, but I think the concern is at least for Mr. Giese is that Miss Olson will take the child back with her to California or alternatively will not return the child. I'm not saying I believe that. I'm not saying I don't believe that. But in order to address these concerns, I think having a professional monitor should alleviate that. Let me hear from you, Ms. Budnick, on that. With regards to the selection of a monitor, my client was given permission to select the monitor. He did not insist on hello.
Stella's in here.
Absolutely. Hello, Stella. Let me show you guys something that we got here. This right here is how to report a ban evasion. So when you report a ban evasion, you will say that they are violating a community guideline or impersonation. Okay. Ban evasions are not okay. Those are against the terms of TikTok. That is against the community guidelines, guys, and we do not like that. We do not like such a thing. All right, y'all. I got to finish reading this because your girl's got to get to bed. No, I'm not okay, actually. I'm really not.
Thanks for asking.
Thank you. Thank you for being so concerned because I'm actually not at all. So, where were we? Ultimately, we agreed to use one of the monitors that Miss Olson proposed, which is the monitoring agency that has the off-duty police officers serving as the monitors, because really, after researching and looking into it, and we kind of were at this impasse about Brianna not wanting to use any of the monitors my client had proposed, and so the court is aware. I just pulled a list from the Attorney General's website in Texas, and they had facilities, but my understanding was they were not requiring visits to be limited to a facility. I just thought that as an added safety precaution, and if it can be, and if we can have an agreement that it be at a facility, why not? We ended up agreeing to the monitor that was on Miss Olson's list because I spoke with the owner of the agency. He sounded very competent. He is a sheriff in a family law courtroom in Texas. He's an off-duty police officer. Great. Like, we felt very confident with him. Miss Olson has now had 2 visits. Good. Yeah, she had a visit on the 25th, the day before Baby W's birthday. She had a visit on the 26th with Baby W for his first birthday. Those visits did occur at the monitoring facility. My client just wanted to start there just because we picked the monitor she went with. We wanted to make sure that they were, trustworthy, frankly. The visits went well in terms of no violations. The monitoring agency they're very responsive to us. He communicates with me and Miss Phonics as things come up. We have no issue with visits happening outside of a facility. Moving forward, and in my client, I'm speaking for him, the concerns that we have with respect to the visits, and just so the court is aware, my client has provided a proposal for visits through the end of July. So John is who provided a proposal. All those, we already know all this part. So it affords her a week in May, including her birthday, a full week in June, and a full week in July. The initial proposal was for May 11th, Mother's Day only. We had gotten just a vague request for extra time around Mother's Day. I let Ms. Phonics know my client was open to that. As long as there's no issue, there's no problem, frankly, with her exercising the extended time. If she wants to pay for 10 hours of visitation on any of these days, he's fine with it. So John is fine with Bree filing or spending the money on the 10 hours a day if she wants to. The issue and concern I guess that he has at this point, and the schedule specifically, the dates we proposed were set forth in his declaration filed on April 22nd. Let me get there. Hold on a second. And yeah, it's page 8, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. So they basically talk about the dates. Well, let me ask you, Ms. Phonics, have you had an opportunity to see this proposal? Yes, and we included the same dates, except we added all of Mother's Day weekend because, as counsel just said, they had only given her Mother's Day Sunday, the actual day of. So we included the same day with that additional day in our 2 declarations, the ex parte and then the supplemental. We didn't just tack on the July dates because we were hoping to be back before July, but we have, yes, seen the July dates. But the issue here is also, if Stella's still in here, I've DM'd her. I'm trying to interview. But the issue here is, like the court said, the order was never for it to be in a center. We went around and around in circles for several days because Dad insisted on it being a center. When, if I could, no, hold on. Thank you. Sorry, I will let you respond, but it's really hard with a court reporter and, Zooms. So let Miss Phonics finish, and then you can respond to anything that she says. Thank you. Go ahead, Miss Phonics. Thank you. And when I brought up the keeping the peace, which, yes, is the agency that came from our list, I had to tell counsel at least 4 or 5 separate times in 4 or 5 separate emails, why is your client not in agreement with using off-duty so basically her lawyer's just trying to talk shit. Let me call the owner and then, just explain her conversation with the owner. So the issue for us is if it's left under dad's control, like what counsel said earlier, dad is fine with, plenty of additional visits if everything goes, quote, well, how do we define that? That's why I filed the reports redacted as to the party's personal information. So the court could see that the monitors noted there were no incidents, and per dad's counsel, email communications already if there were no incidents. Then he'd be open to moving it outside of the center. And per what the court said, there was no intention for it to be in the center in the first place. So that's why we just want a strict logistical order naming this particular agency as the monitor, naming particular dates, letting my client choose the times and the amount of hours for those dates that she gets. And again, we're already conceding to the dates that dad offers besides that one for Mother's Day. And then to the kind of issue, like, okay, here's where we get to the good stuff. The issues control, like the court mentioned in the beginning. What? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Are you leaving me?
No. You can proceed, though. I just saw it in the chat. Oh,
there you go.
Sorry.
She's one of mines. She's not the same one. You know what I'm saying? You catch my drift? Because one of those is a pre-mod and this one's not. She's mine. Blah, blah, blah. And then to the kind of issues of the control, like the court mentioned in the beginning that Baby W had a doctor's appointment. Baby W had a doctor's appointment right after my client's visit last week. He had his 1-year well visit and he had an ENT for his ear tubes or his ear problems. So we asked counsel repeatedly before the weekend came up, can your client agree to additional visitations? My client would like to extend her trip, not to just be over the weekend, but into the week so she could see Baby W additional times and also attend those appointments. And we said the monitor would be at the facility. To dad's discretion, the monitor could stand out in the waiting room or outside of the exam room, in the facility hallway. And dad's response was no, that mom doesn't get to attend these appointments in person, but she can do FaceTime if she wants. And I'm not going to agree to more visitation because mom exercises these visits. So again, it's a need for strict logistical orders in a case like this because we've tried to do our due diligence. Basically, they're trying to make it look like 2K is not trying to. This is what happened on 5/2, but these were filed today. This is the transcripts from the court. We've tried to meet and confer, and we have been meeting and conferring almost every single day on this topic, and I know they have access to the same reports. The owner made them available to all of us within 48 hours of Brianna's last visit, so they've seen the same reports that I've seen, but yet we're still on the same space that we were over a week ago. So that's why we're asking for more strict orders. I wish it wasn't this way, but if it's left in dad's hands, my client is not going to get to attend doctor's appointments. She's not going to get additional time, so we'd rather just leave it up to the court to set something, a strict schedule for all of this. Okay, you can respond to all of that, Miss Budnick, but it's not necessary. It's go ahead if you want. Ms. Budnick, I think I just need to correct some of the narrative. As I started saying, my client has no issue now with the visits occurring outside of a facility. He has not had the issue, frankly, since the visits were successful at the facility. I have talked to counsel and I've asked repeatedly to give me dates and times that she wants additional visits. My client is open to them. I haven't gotten a proposal for actual days and times from counsel other than the proposal my client provided, which she now says she agrees to likewise. She told me that the respondent had messaged my client asking for time after Baby W's birthday on our family wizard. She did not. I had asked counsel what days and times does she want this week. She didn't respond with dates and times. My understanding was her client had since gone back to Los Angeles. My client's concern with allowing visits to occur at Baby W's medical appointments is very narrow, and that is that the respondent live streams everything she does and she will talk. She has gone on her social media telling her social media followers the dates and times and details about Baby W's upcoming medical surgery, details about his medical appointments. And so the concern that we have, which is resolved when the monitor is there, is that there is a very strict no phone usage, no recording, no live streaming rule that the monitors follow. If respondent is allowed to go into the doctor's office without the monitor, because again, Baby W has a right to medical privacy to not have a monitor there, he's one, to interfere with a stressful, a doctor's appointment, a surgery, to just have his parents there and have it be peaceful and calm for Baby W is in Baby W's best interest. And the concern is that respondent will enter the waiting room or the pediatrician's office and live stream the appointment. So to the extent that, and I can resolve that very quickly. Yes. Miss Olson. Okay. Oh, why is he addressing Miss Olson and not John like she said? That's weird. Miss Olson, okay, couple things. And same to you, Mr. Geesey. That's weird. She addressed Miss Olson first. Also, want to make this very clear that when you're in court, they are not supposed to appear biased. We know the judge is female. We have addressed this. You're late. I just want to address that. You're late. We know the judge is female. In my courtroom, the judge is a country man who has boots with the spurs. Boots with the spurs.
I hope
And
put that.
he is just a down home country boy, okay? Thank you. In my courtroom. If you want to hear it in a female's perspective, go to Brianna's courtroom. This is my courtroom. Anyways, Miss Olsen, okay, couple things. Same to you, Mr. Geesey, and I've told over and over. I will repeat what I said earlier. Baby W has no decision-making authority. And Miss Olsen, every time I talk to you, kind of look otherwise. And I need to ensure that, so this is the second time she's being told to listen the fuck up. I need to ensure that you're hearing what I'm saying. I'm doing this. I'm really trying to give you more time with baby W, and I understand you're young, and I understand you got a lot going on, but I need you to hear what I'm saying, okay? Hi, I'm listening. I'm just in public. There's a few people walking around the car. My bad. But you have my full attention. Okay, great. I appreciate that. Baby W does not have a say in whether all the details of his life gets broadcast to your millions of followers. Not anymore, Judge. Hold on, Judge, sir. Boots with the spurs. She doesn't have that many followers anymore. Doesn't have that. I got lost. You got losted? Oh, no. Do you want to come back or are you going to bed? Bring me back. Bring me back, Jesus. Where are you? I don't see you on here. Oh, there you are. You're back. Welcome back to the courtroom. It's nice
I was
to
trying
see
to
you
double
here.
tap and I exited out.
Oh, hell no. Welcome back to the courtroom, ma'am. Bailiff, please take your position. I might need you to get this lady.
I gotta adjust my belt. Hold up, pull up my pants.
That's right. That's right.
You know I'm a big bailiff.
I would like you to be able to go to Baby W's appointments. You are his mother. I would. It hurts my heart to know that you were not able or haven't been able to go to his appointments. However, I will say this, and I will. And if I get appealed on this, I get appealed on this. I'm willing to stick my neck out. I'm going to make an order, and I believe it's in the best interest of Baby W in making this order, so that is the basis upon which I'm making the order, that neither one of you is to live stream or... Hold on, we had to put a puzzle piece up in the thing. I didn't know where that sound was coming from. TikTok is fucking weird. That is weird. Back to what I was saying. That neither one of you is to live stream or post otherwise record any medical, dental, or other procedure as it relates to Baby W. Boosted is fired. We lost her again? Hell no. Bailiff, we're going to need a new bailiff in here. We need a new bailiff in here. This one's fired. He's falling asleep on the job, sir. We're going to have to get a new one.
Fucking A. I'm done.
Bree's trying to get rid of you, dude. She's making you drop. Santos has powers.
Oh my god.
Don't forget, he's so powerful.
The bailiff.
It's not the bailiff. He took our
Fuck it, I'm
bailiff.
not double tapping no more. I'm trying double tap, I'm getting excited. I'm trying double tap and keep kicking me out.
Okay, y'all, we're getting close. First of all, my sense is if the doctor's office knows that you're recording, they will kick you out because there are a bunch of other people in that doctor's office who do not want to be filmed and do not want to be recorded. I think sometimes in the land of social media, everybody is always recording. They go to gyms, they go to otherwise. Well, everybody else in that room didn't ask or consent to be recorded. So I want you to go to Baby W's doctor's appointments, and my sense is Mr. Geesey and his attorney and his followers will, y'all, I can't read this in his voice, will know and will report to his attorney, who will then report to me if you are live streaming, videoing, or otherwise recording into any of Baby W's medical procedures. He doesn't ask for that. You are a fucking liar, girl. You are a liar. Look, the judge knows we exist. Hot fucking damn. That's hilarious. And to the extent that you make your living in social media in, portraying Baby W's life, my sense is there are many other opportunities to do that don't have to involve a doctor's office. So I understand your concerns, Miss Budnick, but I'm giving Miss Olson. That's why I wanted to make sure she was hearing me and understanding me, Miss Olson. I wanted to give her the opportunity to participate at Winter Baby W's proceedings. And I want both of you, again, you're young, but and Baby W is young, so you have at least 17 years of being in each other's lives. They always say this, Spill, in custody court. You got to figure out a way to communicate, and I'm not saying get along. You don't have to get along, but to communicate respectfully for Baby W's benefit. So I am not going to prevent Miss Olson because there's no stay away order. As Miss Phonics recognized, I have not ordered her to stay away from Mr. Geesey. I have not ordered her to stay away from Baby W. So she has the right to go to any of his medical appointments, and I will order Mr. Geesey to. And what are they communicating through? Talking parents, or how are they communicating right now? Our family wizard. Okay, so I would ask that he notify Miss Olson of any doctor's appointments or dentist appointments, or I know he has ear tubes. There's some issues with his ears, so my sense is there may be future appointments. Before this judge just sues the shit out of me for portraying her like this.
This is all for entertainment purposes.
All entertainment purposes. And we love the TikTok shop. So he has to notify her, and if she wants to attend, she absolutely can. However, if I find out that either party is live streaming those appointments or otherwise broadcasting them, that may impact the court's decision as to custody and visitation as to either parent. Mr. Geesey had his hand up. Ms. Budnick, I don't know if you want him to address the court or not. I don't know exactly where he was going, but I think we understand that it would apply both ways. I think just so the court is clear, he has not live streamed or broadcasted anything related to Baby W's privacy or medical issues. He has already given all the details to Miss Olson. He will continue to do so. Good. And just so the court is aware, when she had the opportunity to show up prior to the monitored visitation orders taking effect, she hasn't done so. She also hasn't called into FaceTime appointments. So I think this order is fine. I will speak for my client. They'll cooperate. They'll work together during the appointments, make it peaceful and calm for Baby W, and we will certainly bring it to the court's attention if there are issues at those appointments. Wonderful. Miss Phonics says, and just to correct something that counsel said that was completely untrue, because I know that we have a record. My client never broadcasts the doctor's information, the facility information, the date or the time of Baby W's surgery. All she said is that I'm going to be in Dallas for Baby W's surgery next week. So saying that she instead live streamed all of that private information when that was not at all what she said was not only incorrect, but downright untrue. So I just wanted to make sure that the record is clear on that. Well, I appreciate. I'm not making any findings either way, and I appreciate that. I'm all about moving forward. I'm letting both parties know, as well as you both know, I'm dancing a very delicate line here as it relates to the First Amendment, especially given that what they do for a living, but I think I do feel comfortable crossing over that line as it relates to Baby W. And what's in Baby W's best interest as it relates to the things that the federal law has recognized that he has a right to privacy, and that's his private medical information. This is all, y'all, this is so much. They're probably like, read it all. We need it all. Everyone deserves privacy. Exactly. So basically, yes, I object. The witness isn't being truthful. Order in the court. Everybody in the back, I'm going to have to ask you once again to be quiet or get out of my courtroom. Okay?
Do we need the bailiff?
I will have the bailiff take you on back. We'll get you your own court date if that's what you want. If you want your own court date, we'll
right
get
on
you
after
right on
August
back there.
28th.
I will. Okay? Everybody just calm down. Not a fucking recap. I swear to God. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, and somebody comes in here. I will use my Spurs if I got to.
Thanks for the follow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, big
Don't
stretch.
fucking ask me for
Y'all,
a recap.
we need to
Jesus.
take an intermission.
An intermission till tomorrow, can we?
Nah, I'm not even gonna front. No wonder why she was getting lost.
Watch the clips, BB.
Why the judge had to keep asking her, Miss Ocean, you still there? Because, girl, I'm over here and I'm like...
I'm not almost done. There is literally fucking 81 pages. What the fuck do you mean I'm almost done?
Oh, we gonna stay here on that.
There's still like
Are
20
we
more
breaking for
pages.
lunch? Is crazy.
We need to.
Are we breaking?
Yeah,
for
if y'all are
lunch?
looking for clips or recap, I believe Jay or Dusty has those. Oh, I guess let's get to this part.
We should have ran it through ChatGPT for a summary.
We really should have summarized this
You
for
hear me
me,
yawning?
motherfucker.
Is the court providing lunch?
Yes, can the court provide lunch? But I will say to both of them, my sense is also, if you're subbed, you can read all of this by yourself in my Discord. It's literally already in there. All of the documents are in there. If you Jordan's providing lunch? Oh my god. Mr.
Lunch on Jordan?
Hazarian, that is so nice of you.
So kind.
Yay!
Thank you.
What a kind employer employer I have. Yay! Don't scam us, motherfucker.
World's best boss.
The card declined? Oh, fuck.
Don't be fake. Take us to Javier's.
Don't be fake. Take us to Olive Garden. We want nice. No, not the card decline. Fuck. And he didn't even go in and get it, did he? He sent one of y'all in to get it, and you had to be embarrassed.
You had to be embarrassed.
Motherfucker. Pizza party. Ooh, yes. Let's not share a plate either. Unlimited soup and salad, yes, and breadsticks. He sent me. Jordan, how dare you? Oh no, yeah, he sent Travis. Why? You just want me to scroll so you could take pictures of this? You want to just share it? I'm on to you.
I'm on
to you.
That's rich.
So I'm sure each one, yeah, you just don't want to subs. You just want me to do it all for you. That seems unfair. Not hot dogs. That is
Give her your
diabolical. That is diabolical if he just brought hot dogs. At least he gave me a decline card and not the claps. Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so basically he says, so I'm sure each one of you will go back to your clients respectfully and tell them what you think is best for them to paint the best picture for this court. Obviously, that's what they do, because as to both of you, respectfully, I'm hearing in these declarations, I'm doing this, I'm going to this class, I'm doing that, and they paint themselves one way, but then if they then go on social media and paint themselves a totally different way, the attorney for the other side is going to show me that. So I'm not going to make that order. I'm going to let you both, very competent attorneys, do your work. Who subbed? Rhonda, thank you so much. Here, what I'll do for y'all, what effing class exactly. I'm going to turn this on right now. I'm just letting you know my Discord is a verified Discord. So any of you little spies that try to get in, that won't work. So if you actually love me and are subbing to me because you support me, the link is in the bio. The Discord's there. Should work. Let me know if it doesn't. You want to be in the Discord? Well, anybody can join the Discord, but in the Discord, there's a subsection for people that are subscribed. It's just like extra benefits if you subscribe, but like I go over all the documents live and everything anyways, so but link is in the bio. So literally anyone can join, but it is a verified and it will be busy because there's a lot of people in here right now. Craziness, have you verified? Oh wait, somebody gave you your sub, Ariel?
But I
don't
rarely
even know
use
who it
it.
was. Oh yeah, Boosted has a Discord too. Do you have a link tree, Boosted?
No, I don't have a link
We need to
tree
do that
because
and put it in your
people
bio.
like fucking Brianna Olsen want to try to dox me.
That is true.
No, no, I don't have a wink tree.
I do not have a link tree.
Peppa.
Peppa Pig.
I don't have a fucking link tree.
Not a fucking link tree.
I'll make
We
one
should have made
later.
the judge British. Next time I'm reading it in a British accent. You gifted 5. Just the baby mama. We love you. I'm obsessed with you. I love you.
Gifted?
Well, okay,
5.
so craziness. You have to message a moderator on there. Beef is a good mod. I'm boring. That's what I'm saying. I'm boring. I don't know why she'd want to dox me. But whatever. I'll sub with my mom. Ain't breaking my wallet. Damn, mom. What the fuck? See if it works now. I did fix it. You sent yours to Beef. Okay. Beef or Queen Bee is on there. T is a mod. What's the beef with me, Beef? I need a gifted. Well, maybe we'll do some gifted giveaways soon. Patty, thank you. So give my mods some time to get y'all verified and get you in. Let me know if the Discord link works or doesn't work, somebody. Okay. So I'm not going to make that order. I'm going to let both of you very competent attorneys do your work as it relates to your clients. What I will say is I'm going to order Miss Olson to comply with all the rules and regulations of the professional monitor. And my sense is he's a no-nonsense guy, and he will do what he needs to do to enforce. You don't see it. Coochie Chronicles!
I was going to say,
girl.
Coochie Chronicles is insane.
It's a badass name. It should be there. Did you click my link tree?
Drop it in
Yeah,
the comments.
It's there. It's literally there. I mean, if a mod wants to drop it in the comments, yeah, it's there. Hey, it's that girl, Coochie. All right,
Mine back
so
up, so there ain't nothing in there. So y'all fill it up and be my
fill it
friend.
up. Someone is coming into her car. I don't know who that is. Miss Olson, there's someone coming into your vehicle. Miss Phonics says, you're on mute. So sorry, I have my sister with me because we're on the way somewhere right now. Okay, but I can have them step out. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, yeah, they're currently outside the car. Yeah, like we believe that, Brianna. Okay, let's do this. I need to give my court reporter a break. I don't want to make this be all afternoon, but what I'd like to do is take a little break and maybe you get a break. Maybe the attorneys can just meet and confer on a schedule and then you can recite it to me. I would like to give Miss Olson more. She's going to fly out. She's going to get an Airbnb. She's going to be there. Is she going to be there? And I would like to give her, because, you know, it looks like from what the reports show that the first couple minutes, you know, Baby W might have been a little fussy because he's getting acclimated, because he has a stranger taking him and then delivering him to his mom. So there may be a half hour or so, an hour where he needs to get calm. Damn, even the judge is saying it takes a while for the baby to get calm, and yet she's choosing to do only 2 hours and then allow him to have a nap. And so I'd like those visits to be potentially longer, maybe at least 6 hours on. Oh yeah, he's going to judge the fuck out of her. Maybe at least
When
6
did she
hours
get a
on a
sister?
particular day. Yeah, does she even have a fucking sister? You need in the sub side. Yeah, once you join and everything, I'll send a list of subs to, there should be an area in the Discord to click. Yeah, but is her sister even close? Yeah, exactly. In the Discord, there's an area that says subs, like sub names or something. Put it in there and then we'll double check your sub and get you. I'll work on it either tonight or it's already like 1 a.m. and I have to get up for my contract at 7. So
Ooh, that means it's 2.
I did this
for
stream
me.
just for y'all, literally, and for Boosted. That's totally fine with us. Is the court able to keep us up on the team so that we can just chat a while? Okay, so basically they're talking. So he wanted her to have 6 hours, at least 6 hours a day. At least 6 hours a day. I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. Also, don't forget, if you haven't sent me your heart me, you better send it to me. Even those of you that don't like me, you better give it to me because I gave you these documents and I did a great acting job. So, and I let those of you that were streaming me stay up. I think it was supposed to say assistant and reporter wrote it wrong. Santos was the assistant. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, assistant. Get the fuck out of the car. So respondent will have monitored visitation with keeping the peace. Okay, so this is basically just their dates. Which we read all this. This is basically just the rest of the orders. Okay, during Baby W's waking hours, nothing. I was just going to say, I don't know if, just so the court is aware, one of the issues that was brought up was the fact that Respondent's Counsel has been contacted by people on social media. My client did apologize to her when we were off the record, and I kind of cut him off because we were getting started, so I just wanted to make that known. And I also have been contacted, so I think to the extent both parties can, you know, do what they can do to try to minimize. Yeah, if any of y'all are out there contacting their lawyers, that's psycho shit. Don't do that. That's fucking crazy. And I don't want you in here if you do that type of stuff. So don't do that. That's fucking weird. So I think to the extent both parties can, you know, do what they can to try to minimize the third parties being contacted on this case, that would be helpful for everyone moving forward. And I appreciate that. Look at this as a different world we're in. You both have a lot of influence, and that's good. And hopefully it can be used in a positive way, and that you both can continue to be positive role models for your generation and for your followers. And I appreciate Mr. Giese, you apologizing. And hopefully, again, I'm not telling you all what to do because I'm very mindful of your First Amendment rights, but I just would encourage you, if you hear that's happening to the other attorney that you incur, that you think about what, if anything, you can say to your followers to prevent that from happening. Wow, that's weird. It's almost like you should not tell your followers to go harass somebody.
It's almost like she's doing exactly what
It's literally the
ordered her not
opposite
to
of
do.
what the judge said. That's crazy. Goal is 1 million likes.